Morning, guys. Tony here. Welcome to Breakfast with Tony. If this is your first time, I try and do this little morning edition every day. Some days I miss. I haven't been feeling great, so some days I'm not going to be around. But today, well, yesterday anyway, lousy day. Got a half a winner, four stiffs. That's not good enough. That's not going to get it done. But today's another day. Soccer, I don't see anything that I like really. It's a short card, relatively speaking, as far as anything that holds interest with me. NBA, which I'll get into the Doncic thing in a few minutes. New Orleans got better early. When I say early, some places got hit 2:30 in the morning. I'm not doing that. I'm not staying up for that. You can always find something in the NBA late on a card this big. I'll come up with something, either the first half, who knows, the total. I'll figure it out. We've got a lot of time. That's the most blatant hit that I see. Some other ones, I mean, OKC opened up 7.5, up to 11.5 at Pinnacle, and 4-1-1 circa. That game was bet. It's early AM after midnight. Oh, well, that'll be a wait and see for us. I want to talk about the Doncic Davis trade. It amazes me that Cuban had no input in this, that you give your GM the power to decide your franchise's future. I understand the money issue. Almost 70 million a year is a lot of scratch. But he's one of the few guys I've seen in this league that no one can guard him. When he wants to score, he scores. Doncic, I'm speaking of. Anthony Davis, great player. So Dallas, I just don't understand the move in that you were headed towards what was likely another, certainly playoff berth, and who knows? Certainly be considered in the mix for championship. But now, forget it. I mean, Davis, real good player, obviously, better defensive player than Doncic. But you're trading a guy you're giving up a guy who's 6 or 7 years younger in Doncic, the best player in the league. You can bandy that about however you want. I haven't seen any. I don't watch basketball NBA every day, but I haven't seen anybody that could stop him. I haven't seen any two guys that could stop him when he wants to score. Plays no defense, Doncic. So this is a straight money issue. And so now we're at 70 million in the NBA. What's it going to go to? 80 million is not far away. A year. It's absurd. The best player in the NHL, Austin Matthews, makes $13.5 million a year. Why? It's all TV revenue. It's just all revenue. What's the contract worth? That's how these leagues are businesses. They don't give a shit about the fans anymore. The fans are an afterthought. For LA, this is a great trade, I think. James will be happy. He'll be playing every night now with Doncic. I don't know him and Davis, the relationship they had. Speaking of LeBron, I don't know. I have no idea. But now Davis, speaking of Davis, how many more years does he have left? He's 32, I believe now. 3 years does he have? I mean, obviously the Lakers, great move. They're thinking ahead to the future. LeBron's, what does he have? This might probably be his last year, I would think. One more year maybe as a curtain call. It's a great move for them. It builds their brand beyond anything they thought it could be on top of LeBron. Now they got LeBron and Luka. It's going to be huge for them. Dallas, this isn't going to bear fruit this year, if ever, this trade. You have an aging Davis and Kyrie. That's your team. And Kyrie's a great player, don't get me wrong. But Davis misses a lot of games. Kyrie plays when he feels like it. Let's face it. A lot of these guys have that attitude. Great, great talent. He turns it on and off when he wants to. It's as simple as that. That's what the greats and what they call the greats now. That's how they operate. I mean, I hate to mention Jordan, who's shouldn't even be mentioned in a sentence with either one of these guys. He's better than both of them. But he played every night. He was hurt. It's just a different league. I get it. It's a different time, different league. These guys are pampered. They're babied the time they're in college, some of them in high school, in the case of James. But I'm curious to see. I think it's a terrible trade for Dallas. I think it destroys any momentum that they had. I think it's bad for team morale. The fans hate the trade, obviously. So I want to see what it does, not only to attendance at their games, but this is going to take a while to meld these two, Davis and Kyrie. You got Dinwiddie. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't understand the trade. I know it's a dollars and cents move, but it's a bad trade, especially at this time of the season, just because you don't want to pay somebody. I don't know. Maybe I'm nuts, but I don't see it. I don't see it. I think it'll be great for the Lakers. It's going to give them a huge boost. You'll see. This is going to be a big boost for them. The fans, you won't be able to get tickets for those games. Nobody will. So that's it. I'll have some appointments today, early afternoon and that I have to go to. So I'll be back with Joey D on the better odds later. I'll have some NBA and college. It's short card. The problem I'm having with these second halves, when I look to bet something, when I bet something, I'm not going to, it doesn't translate properly. By the time I post it, that number's going to be long gone. That's the problem I'm having with this stuff. Can I pick them off? Yeah. Are you going to get the same number? No. If you're a point and a half off what I bet at, there's going to be a case where I'm going to win and you're going to lose more often than not with a margin like that. So I'll have to figure it out. There's stuff I get, from other guys that I obviously can't give out. That's, for me, it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't do that to them because I respect them too much. I'm not giving out their stuff. That's the problem. I'm not saying, I just not good enough right now. But we talked about getting in and out of a game. That's something I can't show you on the fly. That's something that takes time, and you have to be willing to do it, to take a half a loss as things aren't going the way you thought in the game. Getting on the other side, that's a whole separate issue that I'm not going to be able to teach in here. That's for sure. It's very involved. It takes years to be able to do it right. And, I can't do everything. I'm doing the best I can with what I have to work with. So that's it for now, I think. Again, Joey D and I'll be back with the better odds at 6, possibly a little earlier if we get it done. I don't know what Joe's schedule is today. I'll find out. But yeah, I'll have some NBA later on. And let me know what you think about this trade. You could drop it in the comments below this if you'd like. It's fine. You can DM me. You can post it up. Whatever you want to do. It's fine with me. If you don't want to do anything, don't do anything. I'm just curious to see what everybody else thinks about it. All right, guys. Have a great day, and I'll get back to you later.